carafe of soju.
I think we're just gonna. Oh, we're live!
Right. Hey!
I can't see behind Dashiell, to be fair.
We're
Dashiell,
live!
move those sweet set of hips out the way.
Yeah.
You guys, welcome back to the Break Room, our daily show that keeps you updated on all nerdy news you need to know about. Coming up today, we got some Warner Brother news. Warner Brother.
More like
time to warn up, brother. You know what I'm saying? They're canceling everything.
Warner Brother, because they're canceling everything. No Way Home updates. That movie came out like 3 years ago. Harry Styles ever returned to the MCU? Please. And we tell you about our own family houses in the House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Today we're here with Anna.
it's me. I can't finish unless he's wearing moon shoes.
Whoa.
Harry Styles.
I love it. Harry Styles.
Harry
Speaking of Harry Styles, Koi.
Oh, hey, I don't know how that relates, except I love Harry Styles. The Harrys are a welcoming community, and I appreciate them.
Are they?
I love the Harrys.
Are they?
Like, Harry Styles' TikTok, I've fallen so deeply into, and he's always, like,
Oh,
helping
that's
people
right.
come out, and he's, like, telling people's parents. And then the Harrys, when you acknowledge that, are always so, like, yeah, he's one of us. So I love him in the Marvel Universe. We need more, less toxic.
Did you see the guy who faked being Harry Styles and was successful for
Yes,
so long?
yes! Shenanigans. Like, that's what I'm worried about with digital, like, media, is we lean so much into it that when the fake, that guy, whole different career.
You guys,
Crazy.
you heard it here first. Someone impersonate Eric Voss. We got Tommy Bechtold.
Hello. How are ya? Excited to be here.
How excited? Scale 1 to 10.
I'm an 11 today, guys. I feel great about this show. I feel great about all of you. And I feel great about the pieces of absolute trash that are watching this show right now, especially old Kreger, who sent us $10 already. You fool! You didn't even know what the redemption is. What if we come to your house and beat you with a bag of pennies?
Some people would pay extra for that one.
All right.
What if it's a
We're giving him his
sack
money
of
back,
oranges?
just pennies.
That's right. Pennies at a time.
We recycled it.
Penny pinatas. Anyone that falls out while we're beating you, you get to keep. All right, kid?
Dear Lord. You guys, for today's redemption is a sweet, sweet, sweet hot one. For every $100, we get famed author and fan fiction enthusiast Jessica R.R. Martin, who has offered up some snippets to her second book, Neil, A Song of Dick and Balls. Stop. Give me
Yes.
so stupid.
Didn't expect it.
I
Yes.
didn't know it's coming. I'm glad I didn't look first. I needed
read
that.
it
I
all-
like that. Like, I liked that I got to experience it in real time.
So, if you guys were here before, we, for our mandatory fun, we all read your fan fiction. Whitney had one on Dominic Torero and
Yes.
Groot. Tommy's was Abomination and Nebula.
Abomination, yes.
Mine was Darth Vader and the Third Sister. And we're back again with Neil 2, A Song of Dick and Balls. Now, those snippets are hot and exclusive. You guys aren't going to get that anywhere else. You
Yeah.
can only hear them here in today.
Some say Jessica R. Martin will never finish A Song of Dick and Balls.
I don't think she is, and we've been waiting.
She's
just goes on and on
She's in her
and
wolf reserve in New Mexico, just writing about dicks and balls and songs about him. So yeah, if you guys want to hear it, this is your chance to get a sneak peek. We gotta super chat it, guys. Unfortunately, Jessica's expensive, so we gotta pay her.
And the
Rightfully
thing-
so. Rightfully so.
And the thing about Jessica R.R. Martin is she's a great person, but she's kind of like, she sticks to herself. So these fools here are going to be reading it.
Yeah,
They're the
okay.
ones reading the passage. So if you ever want to
Sure.
hear these fools read about some dragon scales, let me tell you
scary.
about it.
I'm so worried up front, like
No,
having not
never.
known what was coming. Ready.
Never be worried. These are great books. This is a book by Jessica R.R.
Literature.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Okay. Oh, and now we are on to our headlines. Our lines. Won't say the second part. House of the Dragon was HBO's biggest original series debut, with nearly 10 million viewers returning to Westeros last Sunday evening. For comparison, the series finale drew nearly 19 million.
All right, we're halfway there, baby. We're
Are
more
we
than
there?
halfway.
I'm actually surprised. I'm not on social media that much this weekend, so I didn't notice there was a lot of people watching it.
All I saw was that TikTok of someone
the
looking
house-
at the
the
apartment
apartments?
building and like 18 different windows
Oh,
are
was
flashing
it?
all at the same time.
Because it was like right at 10 or whatever when it dropped, so it was the opening
yeah.
credits, and
Yeah.
they put the music to it, and it all lined up.
If
That's
you can't
insane.
tell,
We're
I'm
both
obsessed.
heavily on TikTok.
Yes, I am.
Harry
in there
Styles
deep.
impersonators, Game of Thrones opening.
It's just I can't go this hour without checking TikTok.
All right, we'll be okay,
My
guys.
video's
Maybe if
doing
we have
well.
to, we'll take a 5-minute break and everybody can tick their talks,
Thank you.
okay?
Everyone can talk a
algorithm.
tick, and I ain't talking Kesha. The directors of the recently canceled film Batgirl tried to pull off their own Ocean's 11. Okay, first off, that headline is amazing and hot. Director Viali Fala told Script, a French YouTube channel, that he tried to salvage some of the Batgirl footage with his phone, but when he went to find it on the server, it was gone, including any footage with Michael Keaton. The pair also revealed that the film had almost to no VFX completed yet, so it's unlikely a version of the film could be released in any of its current state.
I want to pause real quick. Michael Canning commented Bill Belichick is Josh Allen's daddy. Well, I'm happy for him because his own kids actually don't speak to him because he's such a terrible person. So that's fine if he has a connection with Josh Allen because his own daughters hate him. All right, back to the headlines.
Okay, so...
Go Pats.
Seahawks. So, I'm a New England Patriots fan. So, going back up to that really quick, the fact that they tried to steal the footage, you guys, we've been trying, if you're listening in the chat, please go steal the footage from me.
Yeah.
Please go steal the footage, release it under a different name on TikTok, whatever you need to do. I need to see that Batgirl footage.
Yeah.
What's interesting is how often, we have these moments where the Snyder Cut comes out and there's that whole thing and they were able to finish it up, and then Deadpool gets leaked.
Right.
It seems like the combination of the Deadpool Snyder Cut.
I just need an intern to go in there and just kind of...
It seems like it's deep in a vault, though.
Yeah,
if it's not on the servers, where is it? Is it on a single flash drive like Toy Story 2 where that person accidentally deleted it and they had to save the day? You guys ever know that? Toy Story 2 got entirely deleted?
Oh, yes, I heard that.
One editor had it.
One person had it. No, here's what I think. This is interesting because when we first heard the story, sorry, I screwed up the prompter. When we first heard the story about Batgirl, they were like, it's 99% done. Now we're hearing that it's maybe more like 60% done, which makes it it's still bad that they canceled it, in my opinion. I think they should have, reworked it and found a way to at least put it out on HBO Max. But definitely the panic of the initial announcement was like, this movie's finished.
Well, and it's like
Coming out tomorrow.
Right.
No, it's not.
What part of department do you mean finished? Post or production? Because they didn't even finish the VFX.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Also, Zack Snyder stole his footage back, so we'll go in there and steal their footage back.
Also, can we acknowledge the fact that that's not really fair for Batgirl, that people are like, it's not very good if they didn't even finish the visual effects?
Yeah, right.
If who's watching the movie that's got the
she's
gray
like,
blobs,
yeah, what was the
and they're
test
like,
screening?
this seems tight.
In the test screening, did they just go, all right, now here,
Right.
there will be fire coming out
It's
of
Brendan
fireflies.
Fraser walking around and people are writing and fire.
Fire, smoke, fire,
Just
smoke.
says it like a comic
And
bubble.
fire.
Fire.
It's not fair to the movie if those are the
is.
test
That's
audiences.
true.
I know they have to start there, but if that's our context, that ain't right.
I agree.
I agree. We have new info on the Spider-Man No Way Home re-release in theaters. The More Fun Stuff edition will have 11 minutes of new footage. It's coming to theater September 2nd. Tickets went on sale today. Today.
What fun stuff. What we talking
Well, if there's no bony horse, I'm out.
I don't know if there's going to be
Put the
a
bony horse
I don't
in.
think there's
Release
gonna
the
be a
bony horse cut.
I don't think anyone wants a bony horse cut.
Everybody in the chat does.
You
Look
guys,
at
give me a bone horse if you want a bony horse cut.
Bony Horse Army, stand up. Let me hear you.
Oh boy, they're loud and they're proud and they're getting automatically deleted.
They can't silence you. I see you all. Rudolph. Don't be. Oh man, I was trying to get there fast, Rudolph.
Are you guys gonna go back for more fun stuff in theaters?
I am definitely.
I'm gonna see it again.
Absolutely. I'm gonna take my nephews.
I think it's one of the only movies I would see a re-release of this close to release. It's
Tell
only
me-
been a year.
Tell me what the More Fun Stuff part is, because like Alex Reese, I'm like, 11 minutes?
I mean, that's half a TV show.
Which TV show?
Yeah, we're
What you
sitcom.
watching? Because I'm watching the
sitcoms.
1 hour ones.
I'm watching
Charles in Charge.
the comedies.
Full House.
Yeah.
Cheers. Something from the 2000s.
Mid
Freck.
2000s pre-commercial
Sorry,
break.
Freck? Did you say Freck?
Freck.
I just want to rewind.
Shrek. Grinch.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Credentials.
Community.
Definitely not Rick and Morty.
Stephen's Choice.
Okay.
You mean Sophie's Choice, the movie? Harry Styles was asked by Rolling Stone
Bony
about...
horse.
Stop it with their bony horse.
Rainbow.
Harry
Everyone's
Styles.
it's a unicorn.
Yeah, hell yeah. Unicorn bones.
I'll let that one slide. I love to eat unicorns. Harry Styles was asked by Rolling Stone about his future in the MCU, and his answer sounded like he wanted things to stay the same as it was.
Oh. Well, it must have been all that late night talking.
That was music for a sushi restaurant to my ears.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna hit you. He said
About that watermelon
keep,
sugar.
Keep talking. See where it gets you. He said he said he doesn't imagine he'd do a movie for a while, and said he thinks there will be only time.
This formatting's fun.
This formatting's horrible. He thinks there will be a time again when he'll crave it, but that he's currently focused on his music
What a
career.
perverted answer. I think there may be a time I'll crave acting again. But until then, My belly's full with music.
You have to read all of these fanfictions
With
in
that
her
Harry
voice.
Styles voice.
Yes.
In that Harry Styles voice.
Sometimes when I'm putting on my thigh-high boots, I crave an acting career.
I think he's so perfect for the role that I really hope he's important soon. Like, I could see where this might be a thing, not till Eternals 2 or whatever. But, like, he, as Eros, is so... Like, that character's so Bowie-esque, and he is as well. Like, there's that, like, rampant sexuality and fluidity. And I think the MCU could use some fucking. Frickin'. Could use some frickin', everybody.
all right. We don't
I
have
just
to-
read that as I said it, and it really threw me off.
Captain America, Virgin.
Oh my god. Well, aren't they already starting, didn't he, Patton Oswalt say that they already got started working on the second
that
one?
weird day of 5 leaks.
Of of everyone just
Day of
dropping
leaks.
it. Oh, that was the day that, what's her name? Rosario Dawson was like, oh, my bad. You guys, now it's time.
Oscar Isaac's in the desert, like, hey!
Yeah, he said, I'm on a boat. I'm going
Why
back
wouldn't we make Moon Knight 2? Or will we? Or won't
God,
we?
we should
We
have all
won't,
just
but we
started
will.
doing that. You guys want College Humor to come back? We got a new look at a new suit for Ironheart. Let's take a look real quick. I don't like that John
give me
said.
that suit.
Maybe not.
There we go.
Yeah. Toy leaks.
So these are the toy leaks, right? Oh, I guess we should. Should we put spoilers up?
No.
No, okay. I think it's fine.
The banner's
so-
up.
Okay, the banner's up. After.
We showed the
Sorry.
image. Now, go back in time.
Our commentary is spoilers.
That's right.
So that is the Ironheart suit. Look at how cool it is. It looks really sick. I like it. It's
7 out of
pretty. So we've seen how many suits now? We've seen like 3. We've seen 3 now total, including this one. Let's theorize these suits. Which will come first and in what order? So do we think we're gonna get the one in Black Panther first? Because we talked about it once that it was like these are maybe 7 different prototypes.
Yeah,
But which one in order from what we've seen?
I see it even as like the ambassador ship we're talking about with Wakanda to MIT. She might have been building one at MIT, and maybe that's part of the conversation. Like maybe she was inspired by Iron Man as building a suit for like a class, and then Wakanda's like, hey, we got some tech for you, and then another like there's a prototype that's Wakandan. Like we start with her because I want her to be able to be independent, right?
Yes,
like we want her to
100%.
have done something that was like this is why Wakanda reached out.
Yeah.
And then maybe a second suit is Wakanda, and then we get the hero suit.
100%.
So, and then the hero suit can evolve. I mean, if Iron Man
you
gets
think-
like 10 suits a movie.
Yeah, do you think that red one is going to be the hero? It sucks because that red costume for the toy is the only full outfit we've seen, right?
So,
Oh, yeah.
the
Oh,
red.
well, I guess we saw
Big Mac one?
the photos. Yeah, we saw the Big Mac one.
The
That's true.
Big Mac one I definitely think is like suit in the cave, like the one she's building
Yeah.
herself. It's got that
Okay.
energy to it.
Yeah.
It's got suit in a cave
We all
energy.
have a suit in a cave.
Everybody's got a suit in a
somewhere.
cave Sunday.
Oh, look
That's
at there
what
it
we
is.
do.
There's the image. There's the image. The suit in the
Box of
cave.
scraps.
Why is she building that suit in the cave?
Well, she wants to look like what's that video game character that's awesome? She's a big fan of
Samus?
Samus. I was like, she's got big Samus cave
Metroid.
energies.
A lot of people pointing out that toy leak picture does look a little bit Power Ranger-ish, and I would be reticent to disagree.
It does.
I think toy leaks are hard to judge.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
lighting and
not
stuff,
mad
right?
about it. I like Power
Lighting's
Rangers. She looks cool. I just,
I think the final suit mirrors the comic books the most, so I assume that's the one that she's gonna like bop around in like on purpose.
The red suit?
Yeah, the red suit has the most comic book parallel.
Yeah.
The legs are pretty girthy though, so I don't know if that's gonna be like a flying thing or if that's gonna be like how because they flare out kind of mech-ishly. It's hard to tell in that picture. That's only not the legs.
It's also nerve-wracking because can you put that photo up one more time? It has the photo of the toy and it says Wakanda Forever.
Can you leave the photo up for the remainder of the episode as the only thing that we show, and then we'll be making faces at the audience for the rest of the time?
I like it. I don't think that suit shows up in Wakanda Forever.
Then why the hell is it being trademarked as Wakanda Forever? Not me cursing you out.
Coy,
Why
you're
would
wrong,
you say
and
some
let's talk
stupid
about
stuff
it.
like
Wish
that?
you
You
guys
guys,
would fight.
go ahead and send in some more super chats so I can make Coy read the filthiest
Yeah, come
smut
on.
that Jessica R. Martin has.
What's going
ever
on with
written
you
in her
guys?
life.
We're only a quarter of the way there.
But
Jessica Martin spent a lot of time on these. Okay?
Do you think maybe she is fully formed and then her show spins off directly from that then?
I think
Like the
so.
Ironheart show? I assumed it would have been an origin of some kind.
Well, I think the show might do that.
Yeah.
Might do that a little bit. I don't know. What I like with She-Hulk is them being like, let's just do this really quick and then we'll go back.
Yeah.
So maybe it is like a very brief stint or very quicker stint. I think they know that people's attention spans have grown shorter since like the 2000s.
Hairstyles, TikToks.
Yeah, yeah. There you
us
go. See,
right
you
out
need
of it.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
30
here we
seconds
are.
or less. What I do think is going to happen is that we're going to be seeing her in Wakanda Forever making different prototype suits, yes, but I think that red one will be the finisher. And that it leaves from Wakanda to her own series.
Oh, so when I see it the same, just one step sooner for you.
Yeah, I think so. I'm still, can you show me the cave suit?
Give me cave suit.
Give me cave suit.
Oh, well.
I need to know why she's in the cave. I can't get over why she's in the cave working unless she's like really trying to imitate Tony Stark. But, and do you think she's trapped?
Well, isn't there the cave in Wakanda where they were like kind of working?
We saw the
Wakanda,
zoom.
the vibranium mine.
Yeah, maybe she's just in a part of the mine.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of iron, it's vibranium suit.
Maybe.
Vibe heart.
Vibe heart. Change it. Change the name.
Vibin' heart.
So what do we think?
My heart's vibing with all of you today, but not the chat, not the viewers. You'll never have my heart. Right.
Okay, so Nina did say, "Isn't that Sherry's?"
Thanks,
Sorry,
guys.
I was reading the chat.
Thanks for the horrified silences.
I like this,
There's
right?
a very generous. I love the yes-anding going on with the crew today. Okay, go ahead.
I was reading the chat because they're saying Sherry's laughing. I'm like,
no,
okay,
for sure. It
because
doesn't make me feel like a psycho at all when you all sit in stoic silence. After
I just wanted it for you.
I
The close
appreciate
up and
that.
felt right.
That
Like
was
I
great.
just,
This
it's
is
deserved.
mandatory fun, not cheering all over it.
That's great.
We wouldn't have
That
gotten
happens a lot.
that yelp after.
Well, I understand Sherry working in a cave. Every time I imagine Sherry working, I imagine her at the actual station that was indoors, not a cave.
Sure.
I pictured her at MIT, developing something, and the cave is very interestingly direct. I can only work well in Tony Stark's environment.
They're like, you gotta, it's like, I need the fear always so I can quickly work.
Bitten by a radioactive cave, and now I'm Iron Man. This is how this goes.
I'm Iron Man. I'm Stone Man.
I can't work without bad cave lighting. Damn it.
Oh my god.
The slow drip of water is my background noise.
Shut up, John.
Can you show it? Yeah, that one's. So
So
I think
that's
the
why I
one
think
she's
she
making.
finishes in the cave. That's the
Yeah,
Samus
that's the one
one
she's making in the cave.
Because this and the Samus drawing look similar. Maybe she starts with the one that's kind of piecemeal that has pieces on different areas, and then it evolves into this. Because if you look at that hand cannon, to me it looks like that turns into Beast Boy, that big boy.
Wait, you think so you're starting with the cave one to the gun open one?
Yeah, exactly. Then to Red.
Although maybe
Does that last one not remind you of Cyborg? Keep going. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. But maybe the reason that suit is big is because there's a big opponent that she needs to fight. Perhaps a Hulk. Perhaps a different type of Hulk. Perhaps a world war of Hulks. Maybe that's her Hulk Buster. I don't know.
That is true. She could be using that first suit or the bigger suit to fight in Wakanda. But it sucks because that's on set of Ironheart, isn't it? The big suit.
Right. That's why I think they're gonna do that as the show as an origin story.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine they'd have also the Young Avengers. You want to get to know her while she's young. You want to see the college stuff. I imagine.
That's true.
Well, is the show... So if she's going to show up in Wakanda Forever first, then the show is going to go back and talk about what she did before then? Because isn't the show coming out in Phase 6? I'm not trying to poke holes.
No, I think you're right. I just think that the timeline is interesting. Does she have it developed with Wakandan tech first, and then maybe she does her own thing? Maybe they take away the Wakandan tech. She's not worthy. She has to build her own.
Okay.
That's true.
I think this is my kind of just standalone theory. I'm on an island here, I understand. I think by the time Ironheart comes out, we are going to be in the midst of a kind of sub-saga in Phase 6 that is World War Hulk. It feels like we're all heading there with the She-Hulk show, with the Sicarians trying to deliver a message to Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, the original Hulk. I feel like Ironheart will tie into that. That series will have implications. Every series will have some implication into pushing the World War Hulk saga that will probably ultimately lead us to that Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars, Final Avengers movie.
I'm thinking they might do Maestro through
The
World War Hulk, and then have old ass Hulk team up with Doctor Doom. Because they were so maybe that leads to the Kang Dynasty by way of time travel, and we get World War Hulk leading to Maestro.
Maestro versus RIRI. That's not even fair. That's
Yeah, he's kind of like
fair.
a Doom level.
Yeah,
that
that's
poor
insane.
girl. She's just starting out.
How close, and I'm talking mainly to you, Koi, at this point, how close are we to the comics so far from what we know about Riri Williams and the Red Hood?
She doesn't have a direct parallel to Wakanda in the comics like
Yeah.
they're doing here, but I do think the MIT thing is going to be, basically she's a smart student that's exceptional that gets recruited by like WASP and this really badass team of scientists. I could see that instead of being that group, be Wakandans. So I think they're going to kind of plug and play like her being recruited to do her own thing from being this group to being a Wakandan group. So it's kind of plug and play if they do it right.
Could you see what we had in What If, where Pepper, sorry.
I think we were just talking.
where Salt and Pepper Potts. Do you know if Pepper Potts, the storyline where Pepper Potts and Shuri were together, working together, and using Stark Industries stuff? Do you think you could see that with Riri and Pepper in the future?
What I'd be curious about is if they ever do anything that's like a nod to Tony Stark's AI, if they go that
Yeah.
way. I think if you bring in Pepper, you almost have to bring in there's an entire plot where the voice in her head isn't Jarvis, it's Tony. So if you have Pepper, everyone that reads the comics can be like, but
Yeah,
if they don't, it's going to feel kind of...
Well, I mean, I'm just mainly thinking of where Riri's story can lead to, because it's like her suit is very powerful, yes, but if I have her going against old Hulk,
Right, yeah,
it's
like
not
not
it's
gonna
not
bode
really
well
set
for her.
up well. Yeah, it's not set up.
I see her fighting
want
more like tech-based villains down
Yeah,
the
exactly.
line, especially since she's a young Avenger that deals with like building her own tech. And I think that each of the young Avengers are kind of going to mirror their legacy character counterpart. So I think she'll be fighting more like, techie.
Do we have any young techs right now other
Not
than
really.
Peter?
Bruno.
Oh yeah, Bruno. Oh, and well, he's going to UCLA, right?
But that could lead to Wakandan,
I want him to do the
ambassadorship,
storyline.
the arm and everything.
They might have a bunch of other schools that they're working with for the Minds of Tomorrow. Speaking of the Minds of Tomorrow, it's important to nurture the mind. And in order to nurture the mind, you got to get good sleep. And that's why we want to thank Helix Sleep for sponsoring the Breakroom this week. A good night's sleep is so important, and nothing helps you achieve the perfect night's sleep like the right mattress. That's why we want to thank our friends at Helix Sleep. I thank them every night when I sleep on my Helix mattress. Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Why would you buy a mattress made for someone else? Like I said, I mean, if you have kids, you should probably buy them mattresses. My kids personally sleep on a concrete floor until they learn. With Helix, you'll get, again, the silence is great, guys. Thank you. With Helix, you're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect for the way you sleep. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. They have several different mattresses models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot. Mattresses great for spinal alignment to prevent morning aches and pains. And even, that's the copy. Okay, now at a certain point it gets just a little confusing. And a Helix Plus mattress for plus-size sleepers. I love my Helix mattress, as I've said. I've had it for years. I sleep like an angel. Just ask anyone. Just take the quiz and order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to the mattress store again. Just go to helixsleep.com/breakroom, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. Now, here's what's even better. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights. Risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will love it, or else. Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/breakroom. All right.
Emerson has it right. We aren't being silent. We're listening respectfully.
Sure, of course. Absolutely. I believe
Very
that.
helpful.
Now, before we go into our second ad, I think we'll take a little break and I'll read Jessica R. Martin's fan fiction.
So I'm just Jessica R. Martin's publicist.
Of course.
And so she gave me a little snippets of her books. These are very rough.
Okay.
Draft
Oh,
ones.
wait.
Hey.
So she
What
takes
kind of
notes.
rough we talking? Fan fiction after.
I am her publicist, Anna.
Sorry.
Not her.
Sorry.
Settle
Okay.
down.
Okay.
But I do have some time. I'm thirsty.
So lonely.
Anna.
Okay.
But we,
Okay. I'm good.
Anna, I swear to God. We have we have some titles for you to choose from.
Oh, great.
We have Dracarys, Bound by Scales.
Okay.
A love story for Daenerys Dragons, Rhaegal and Drogon.
Okay.
2 Girls, No Jaime, a love story of Brienne of Tarth and Cersei Lannister.
Wow.
I'm Your Daddy Now, a love story by Daemon Targaryen and Alicent Hightower.
Okay.
One Night Only, a love story of Sir Criston Cole.
Oh.
And a love story of Oberyn Martell, Pedro Pascal's character. I'm sorry, I'm just that publicist. And Daenerys Targaryen. She said this one's kind of weak, so if you want to read the others.
Okay, then
Does
I'll
the first
do.
one involve a dragon? Does it actually
Yeah, it says
involve
Bound
a
by
dragon?
Scales, the love story.
Well, all of those sound incredible. I would like to hear all 5. I hope we raise that much money. I'm going to do One Night Only, if you don't mind.
Ooh, one night.
Yes, One Night Only. All right.
Ooh, it's kind of long.
One Night Only, a love story of Sir Criston Cole. You've been invited to the jousting tournament to celebrate the coming
Oh, God.
of the king's heir, but you're late. You walk a little faster, but not too fast to draw attention to yourself. You're speed walking through a tunnel to the entrance, and there's not an open seat in sight. You sigh to yourself. You should have come sooner. You turn to face Criston Cole. He looks around to make sure no one's in sight and pushes you against the stoned wall. I've missed you. I've been waiting to see you. Don't break my heart again. He ungloves his hand and touches your face.
Ouch.
Not here, Criston, you whisper. I spend every night, every waking moment thinking about you, missing your voice, especially at night. You don't think about me, us, how perfect you looked, all spread out for me. Criston! You yelp embarrassed. What? He laughs. I've kept our secret, but it's starting to devour me, baby. I want them to know about us, not just some Dornish boy. He spins you around so you're facing the wall. The echoes of people cheering are bellowing through the tunnel. He kisses your neck. And even if someone was looking, you wouldn't care at this point. Shh. I've got you, baby. Do you want me to continue? You nod your head aggressively.
Ouch. My neck.
Pushing back against him to feel his length. Words, baby, I need you to answer me. Yes! You scream.
This is serious. This
Fucking
is like a real fan
perfect.
fiction.
Fucking perfect, he rasps. The end. Wow. That was spicy.
I didn't expect it to be so like serious. Like
Jessica R. Martin does not play. Did you watch our episode where Jessica wrote Neil?
We paid top dollar for Jessica R. Martin, and she has so far delivered.
Wow.
Woo!
Let's not raise any more money. No more money.
Let's raise a few more bucks to hear about a few more fucks. Now, we want to thank our friends at BetterHelp, because God knows after reading these, we're going to need to talk to
Sign
someone.
me up.
We also want to share just a quick word from our sponsor. Like I said, BetterHelp. Keeping your mind happy and healthy is important, so why not invest some time, money, and energy doing just that? I've told y'all, I'm a BetterHelp boy. All right, I'm part of the BetterHelp army. I had my appointment this morning, cleared some major space out in my head. Sometimes you got to cry it out. Sometimes you just got to scream it out. Either way, BetterHelp can help you. It's online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat-only therapy sessions. And because it's online, you can do it from wherever you feel most comfortable. For me, that's my computer desk with a chair that I bought on LetGo from a man whose family had died. They even have the option to have the camera turned off so you don't have to see anyone on camera. Not all of them, just the ones that had the leather chairs.
Jesus Christ.
So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. Plus, it's much more affordable than in-person therapy. In person, who wants to do that? My God, unless there's a Little Caesars next door. Detroit's finest pizza. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Breakroom. That's BetterHelp.com/Breakroom. All right.
I want to preface first on behalf of Jessica R. Martin.
Yeah.
That was the longest one in the batch.
Okay.
The rest are much shorter.
I would be
and-
fine if they were even longer.
You're perfect. I just don't want to scare away the two other
The
guests
other folks in the chat, that's
and
fair.
the other folks in the chat. I see
Well-
some of you guys are wilding out.
We are $42 away from another erotic moment.
Don't, please.
But now, I think we should go to the most erotic segment on the show. It's time for Mandatory 5. Yes, the segment so full of life
No.
that we hit the graphic twice. Hit it again! Yes. The segment that tears us apart, so we play the toy leak of Ironheart. Hit the toy leak!
Sean is gone. Oh, my
Yes.
John's gotten quicker at that. Like,
John's gotten better.
Sounds great.
The segment that happens over and over again, so play the thirsty thespian graphic. Hit it again!
Thirsty thespian. Oh, no.
That's right. Now, mandatory fun.
John is so cute.
Cackling is
I
so
love
good.
him. He's so
Old
Just
cackling
emerges
John.
from the other side.
Now, what was I saying? Mandatory fun is when I gather my 3 best friends in the whole world together to have a little bit of non-optional fun with me. And let's face facts. House of the Dragon gave us a deeper insight into the Targaryen family. And, some people last in that family longer than others. So now, I want to know more about your guys' families, your crest, your motto, your family's physical traits. Now, unfortunately, I can't be here for mandatory fun.
Tommy, don't do this. Did you get us up?
I have an appointment with Dr. Nasty.
I hate it.
I'm getting lemur kidneys put in.
Stop.
Unfortunately, my kidneys were described as destroyed by Dr. Nasty. He simply said where there once were kidneys were now only prunes, a prune-like substance, basically liquefied. So he's going to put some lemur kidneys in.
I can't.
And I did find someone to co-host.
Okay.
So, or to do
If it's
mandatory
T.
fun.
Michael Bechtold, I will lose my shit.
Hopefully
I
he'll be
will
around.
leave this place
maybe
right now.
Maybe it's just R.R. Martin. You never know.
might show up, who
honestly,
knows?
she was supposed to show up. Instead, she's in her New Mexico home,
Writing
writing
more?
more
Oh,
and
no.
not giving it to people.
Does she accept notes on her work?
Yeah, she does. I told you she'll take notes.
I'll write her a letter after this about the effect the work has had on me.
Anna,
Sorry.
I need water.
All right.
Oh, who's this?
Good day, everyone.
I wish he would
accent.
leave. Whoever it is, I wish he would go.
Always an accent.
My name is Tamiathan Bechtold, first of his name,
Wow.
Lord of the Realm, King of the Nasty Boys,
Yeah, I can see.
Keeper of the Enchanted Treasure, and Patron Saint of that booty. Now,
Koi's such a child.
let me reveal my family crest.
Ooh,
For we Bechtolds are known for 2 things.
my trypophobia.
Chocolate chip cookies and making bad bets with bookies.
What?
So we have bet slips and cookies on our crest. And of course our family slogan, beat the bookie, take the cookie.
I like it. Beat the bookie, take the cookie.
Beat the bookie, take the cookie.
Is cookie a metaphor in this instance?
No, the cookie is my mother's delicious chocolate chip cookies. Also not a
I
metaphor.
was gonna say.
Ah!
A metaphor.
Now, each of you are drawing your own. Let me tell you a little more about my land. We own a bit of land and have a castle on a place simply known as the Crack.
Yeah.
It's 2 giant mounds of natural earth with a little crevice in the center where we have our castle, simply known as the Plug.
What's the smell like?
The Plug sits between the Crack,
I hate this.
and the natural flowing water of river keeps the Crack fresh to death.
John, I swear to God.
Hopefully by now, one of you is almost done
I-
drawing, because I'm almost done sharing things about the Bechtold family. Our natural enemy is the pussycat.
I can't follow that.
Okay, I got it.
All right, Anna, please introduce
shit.
your family.
The Vanstons are, oh god, we are the House of Raccoons,
Oh.
as you can see. We hide in the Bechtolds trash cans for
Ah.
safety and food. So it's a natural, evolvement
Yes.
to keep safe and well fed, and sometimes we do spooky little pranks. Just fun ones.
We
Spooky little fun
Bechtolds have kindly welcomed the Vanstons to finger around our Crack for years.
It's a bad scene. It's a bad
It's
scene.
how we keep them well. It's a fragile alliance as the crack is sensitive.
We're thinking of moving, but they won't let us. They're gonna catch us. Oh, boy.
Saw the Clemons.
Can't wait. All right, on to the House of Clemons. See it.
The reveal of Tommy's scene, mine.
It's just a peach. What's wrong? It's just a peach. Nothing wrong with that.
Tommy, stop. Tommy, stop. This is the Clemons vigil. This is the Clemons.
Yeah. Oh, the sigil. That's right.
Sigil. I said vigil.
Yes.
Sigil. And we carry a lot behind us.
I like it.
Yes.
We carry a lot behind us, but we never look back. We never look back, and we have been known to drop it once or twice, known to bust it back and bust it down and bust it out. So I drew this for my family's crest. It's heavy, hefty, but always can carry in two hands.
That's right. And of course, the Clemons were known for their backs until the backs were blown out one day. And now they
Dashiell.
they keep their armor booty heavy.
Stop.
They keep the armor fully over the ass and the rest of the body is exposed. And their motto is, keep the peach within reach. They are the natural enemy of the Bechtolds. Because when the mounds are too thick, the crack is out of reach.
Trash pandas love it.
Vanstons have been known to try and get into the Clemons' round mounds,
But they don't like it, though. They swat us away.
but always come back to the comfortable home of the Bechtolds' crack. Coy, go ahead.
I think I did way too much.
No.
I got carried away. I read all that. And I was like, I'm going to do all of this. All right, so these are the Wicked Jandros of the Northeast.
Yes.
And our family motto is Carpe Awesome. We choose to seize the awesome.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
we have a dual animal because some families, they do one animal, but no, we're about duality. We're about seizing the awesome. So we are both monkey and Komodo dragon.
That is
The
not
two-
a second set of legs,
That's
my
so
friends.
sick.
That is not what you think.
Nah, that's not a leg.
Those
That's
are
not a leg at
legs.
all, my dude.
And it may also be snake genitalia. Who knows what's possible
Course.
with the
Course.
monkey Komodo dragon combination?
The Jandros,
The noble Jandros.
whose fortress sits atop the bulge. A long, veiny region. You heard me. Rich with tributaries, rivers, and reservoirs.
Will you also read the polls for us before Tommy comes back?
Yes. Have you seen House of Dragon episode 1 yet? No!
No.
Do you think Batgirl will be leaked or is it gone forever? Gone forever. Do you plan on seeing more fun stuff version of No Way Home in theaters? No!
Wow, y'all are negative.
Yeah, what's going on a positive
They want
Tuesday?
none of this.
Now, do you think we'll see Harry Styles / Eros in Phase 5? Yes. Oh, when it comes to Harry, we're willing to be positive, but when it comes to Spider-Man and House of Dragons, we're little negative Nancys. Well, fie upon you, I bite my thumb at thou.
Oh, no.
That's it for Mandatory Fun. Now vote on us and read some horny
I
fiction.
just saw that.
You don't have to if you don't want to. We can always make Coy do it.
Ooh, no, the people voted. I don't think that's fair.
So we have Bound by Scales.
And that involves a dragon?
It's just
really
two
does?
dragons. It's just two dragons.
Let's do it, baby.
Okay.
All right. Dracarys?
Yeah,
Bound by Scale. Okay.
Hey guys, sorry I was.
Oh,
sorry I missed
welcome
that.
back, Tommy.
How'd it go?
Welcome to Horny Town. We have dragons. Now with more dragons.
Okay.
These aren't your average fairy tale dragons.
Oh my
These
God.
Targaryen dragons were bred to fight, and breed they shall. That doesn't. And breed they shall again. I see. I gotcha. Rhaegal is strong, fiery. His skin was yellowish green and projected in the moonlight. What does that mean? Drogon was strong. His limbs were long and robust, much like Koi's emblem. That's actually a pretty good visual representation.
Wow.
He was a powerhouse. Dottie?
I think that means strong and protruding.
Oh, sick. Strong and protruding, but even underneath all those scales were two creatures with a lust for family. That sounds sweet, actually. It's kind of nice.
I like that Anna's offering notes on this.
Well, half the words I can't fucking read.
We'd like to note, I'm going to note this.
The Game of Thrones name.
I hope Jessica R. Martin's not watching because she does not like feedback.
You know I only have a 4th grade reading level.
I know.
Jess R. Martin. Curiosity would be biting at these dragons tonight. Drogon playfully nipped at Rhaegal's wing, encouraging Rhaegal to swing his neck back, both slamming into each other. This sounds like intercourse to me. Drogon's wings encapsulate Rhaegal's before he's knocked down. Oh, it's getting a little violent. Rhaegal uses his strong legs and kicks Drogon to the ground.
Out of breath on
Be
that.
careful. Rhaegal swiftly scurries on top and pins down Drogon's wings in the wet soil. What's it wet with? We'll never know. It doesn't say that. That was the author's note.
It's obviously dragon.
Not author. Reader.
Stop it.
As the adrenaline drifts away, Drogon feels a heaviness on his abdomen, a burden to be released. No pressure that heavy he's ever felt before. They both look into each other's piercing, slitted dragon eyes. That was a hard one to read. Drogon's chest is rising with anticipation and fear, knowing he must fully submit and be at the mercy. His brother? Of his brother?
They're Targaryen dragons. Targaryens have sex with each other.
Why are you
They're
mad at
family members.
Jessica? She's just the publicist.
And I'm just the publicist.
Why are people so into incest porn? Can someone answer me that? Okay, all right.
Because
Okay.
it's forbidden.
It's forbidden.
Rhaegal snarls and leans down to Drogon's long neck, his dagger-sized teeth piercing Drogon's scales. Ouch! And the loud roar is heard across Slaver's Bay. Less graphic than I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not bad or mad at that.
Okay. Well, guys, we have lots more. We have lots more, so you know what to do. Hit that super chat. Let's read some of these super chats. We've got Swolverine said, "Give me some more nasty, nasty, nasty." Swolverine, I agree.
Great name.
Zus13 says, "Let's hear more Jessica Martin. We heard a little more, and it did not disappoint." Oh, Gregor, we already read yours, but we appreciate you coming in hot. Ryan Presley, "I'm about to go bartend and talk Marvel with my customers, whether they like it or not. Also calling them trash bags with love. I urge you to do that with caution, but I appreciate it."
Yeah, and write some fanfic while you're at it and send it to us.
Yeah. Oh, and we have to thank Natisha. Tanisha. Sorry, Natisha. Natisha is a girl I did stand-up comedy class with like 15 years ago. Tanisha, who always comes in hot with a super chat, putting us over the edge. We appreciate you. TD Jones, since Tony is gone, I think RIRI is going to be a Skrull. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
I'm
interesting.
watching the first episode of She-Hulk. I immediately was like, okay, so who's the Skrull?
Right.
Who's the Skrull? I was like, who's the
I think
liar?
it's Nikki. Justin Quinn said there is too much cool on one side of the table. Which side?
Ooh, I like
gotta
how it's
be-
kind of negging because we have to
Yeah.
guess
You're like, who's the
cool.
better one in the audience?
It's got to be the girls. We all know it's the girls.
I
This
love
trash
a good
bag
negging, huh?
respectively asks to mix it up. And then, whoa boy, I'm going to try and say this name right. Chibueze DK. What do you think RIRI's role will be in Secret Wars and other phases of the MCU? I mean, I think she's going to basically be the new tech wizard, right? She's going to be the new tech superhero.
Tech wizard.
But like the superhero that's powered up by their own inventions rather than
I think, yeah, also, like, I'm not mirroring what happened in Endgame, but what I did like in Endgame was, like, literally Pepper and Iron Man flying through, beating everyone's ass with their, like, own
Yes.
suits. So I would love to see RIRI doing that to anybody on in Secret Wars.
I'd
Like,
also love to see her and Shuri like team up.
yeah, I love technology fights. I
Yeah.
like tech fights
Yeah.
more than I like people who
Tech
have
fights.
abilities.
Because people were shipping like Peter and Shuri, and I think it'd be interesting to see like RIRI and Shuri having some sort of like sister, like that kind of like.
I love it. And then bring Kamala in just for fun.
No, what's better, tech fights or magic fights?
I like tech because it's just like it ends at one point. It can't go too far. Like you can still beat the crap out of Tony and he has to submit. Whereas in Magic, you can keep going. It's really hard to actually
That's why
overpower
Doctor Doom's
that.
awesome because he's both.
I,
Iron Man,
I-
Doctor Strange had a baby with Reed Richards' ego.
I want to report that Jessica was voted best house crest. I don't think it was even close. I voted
I
it.
can't stop staring
I
at it.
voted
It's
it
just
with my
staring
heart
at me.
and mind the second I saw it. Toys, phallic animals, failed to
so-
deliver. Anna's
it.
hyper-realistic raccoon did a great job, and no one felt that strong about my chocolate chip cookies and betting slips. Although, in the crack, I'm told, people quite like the chocolate chip cookies and gambling. So you know what? As long as the crack
Where's
is
my
happy,
butt?
I'm happy.
Too much chocolate. Clean it up.
As
Okay.
long as my butt is popular. Also, when you said Nikki's the scroll, I was like, when I saw Nikki, I was like, I think she's gonna be in Agatha House of the Coven of Chaos. I think she's a witch.
Oh,
I think she's a witch,
yes,
and we'll
I
talk
like
about
that.
it later. I
That's
think
fun.
she's,
I like that witchy vibe. That's a good call.
We can talk about it later, but I think it is. We'll watch Inside Marvel.
I
guys-
would love it.
This is the first.
Too
distracting.
I won't stop looking.
Nothing's more distracting than these sweet, sweet reads, and we are $80. I can't.
Come
spend.
on, 80 more bucks so we can read another one.
And we can make Koi do it this time.
Yes.
Also, the chat keeps being like, why is Koi scowling at the camera? I have resting Boston face. I can't help it. That's what I'm doing when I'm not actively engaging in smiles.
And I'll go ahead and say this. If we get to $400, I know that's a lot. That's a huge one. We'll read them all. We'll read them all for $400. You get them all,
I
we'll
won't
read the
read
whole
a single
collection.
one.
You don't have to read
No,
them.
I'm joking.
We'll
I
take
will,
care
I
of
will.
you. Jessica, who knows the author personally, will read one, but we can't do it for less than $400. Look at that. We're out of Rundown Creator. What happened?
Yeah, I can do it too if you need help.
Oh my goodness.
I need an adult.
Technology is shut. John, help.
That's Talking Dragons.
John, help.
I know how to do it, John. You can stay there.
Stay there, John.
This one?
Yeah.
You want to get into the Matt Reeves?
Yeah, I do. I do.
We're live.
Tech difficulties.
People that ask if this is live, this is live.
This is live.
You guys, I hope you're having a good time. And
Well, they're having a
you guys,
good time throwing peaches in the chat. That's for sure.
you guys, we have a little bit for Matt Reeves that I think is actually astounding news.
I agree.
That is
A positive bit of news. I'll take it.
This is honestly very positive, but also I'm very confused by it. I also
Yeah.
you did your second ad, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just wondering.
Were you there?
Matt Reeves.
You were sitting right next to me for it.
Matt
Look
Reeves.
how mad you got.
signed.
Why are you so mad at me? You're supposed to pay attention to the show.
We talk about butts and we get along and
I love you, Jessica.
Matt Reeves signs an overall deal with Warner Brothers, you guys. They said someone like Matt will buy for him whatever he wants to do. We're making an investment for whatever Matt feels a pull toward in the Batman universe and otherwise. He had an open invitation to go wherever his interest takes him. We'll lean into whatever Matt wants to do. In terms of the writer-directors out there working in this very elevated genre space with everything Matt's done, from Let the Right One In, Let the Right One In, to the Apes trilogy, to the Batman, he's in a class by himself, which is true. I love Let the Right One In. But anyways, that's a bigger news than what's expected, especially with Warner Brothers, everything that's been going on, everything they're doing to Cartoon Network. So, is he gonna just patrol the Batman? Is he gonna be bringing in all the new Batman characters? Are we just saying goodbye to Batfleck now?
I mean, it sounds to me like they're going to be building a separate universe of
Yeah.
shared, and like I did a whole video over Rejects, check it out, where it's like
At
basically
where?
doing Real Rejects.
Oh, you're lucky I love Real
Always count a
Rejects.
quarter of Real Rejects. But it basically positing we should do a Matt Reeves universe that's kind of akin to the DC's Black Label, where it
Yeah.
allows itself to be continuity free and maybe darker and maybe more creative freedom for the directors. Like you get your directors that want to play like Todd Phillips, but not be beholden to a universe, and then
like
you
that.
make your shared universe separate.
My problem with that, or not my problem with it, is more so, do you think it's profitable for the original series, or the original ones?
The one that's currently going?
Yeah.
I don't know if they care about that big of a
I don't think they do either.
that's
So
what
it's
worries
like
me.
you're
I don't
losing
know,
money if
but-
you're just doing this instead of that one.
Flashpoint. Like I don't. It
That's
it
what they're
seems to be
holding
they're
out for.
fighting to keep Flash coming out. So it's like everything else they don't have as much investment in.
I mean, Flash must be good, right? Like,
must
the
be
movie
incredible.
must be really good for them to be like, we're gonna let whatever's happening that we don't really talk about in the show happen, and then we're still gonna put it out.
But it's also comic appropriate to have something like a Flashpoint event that can restart everything. That's why I bring up Flashpoint. Is it's a multiverse shifting event.
Yeah.
So it would allow for. I don't think Matt Reeves' Batman should ever interact with anyone else. Like that should be its own corner. I
Yeah,
want
that's what I
Penguin. I
feel.
want Batman, and I think that's what they're doing here. Is they're letting Matt Reeves go like make genre stuff, make
Oh,
cool
boy.
things.
wasn't their goal sort of to set up a multiverse in a timeline like Marvel? So why would bringing in a new Batman that doesn't interact with anyone really be good for that plan of making a long-term sort of thing?
I mean, I think that the only way to allow directors to have the creative freedom is by having two universes, basically. And I think that's the strength of doing not what Marvel's doing. I think they should do what Marvel's doing and the opposite. Because if you're always waiting for an Easter egg or a tie-in, that's not a movie. That's a commercial. So, like, I think you can do both in this restart. And I think that's what Matt Reeves basically just got, is like a multi-year deal with all that stuff.
With all these shows being canceled, though, like how much budget is being filtered into this new
Exactly.
I mean, think about the profit, right? Like Batman was originally budgeted at 100 million. With COVID, it ballooned to 200 million, but it still made like 735.
Yeah.
So that's one of those rare movies that exceeded expectations, both with the inflated budget and whatnot. So if he's able to triple money, then you're going to want to invest in that guy.
Do you think we should anticipate like the Joker and this crossing paths eventually?
Well,
then?
the Joker has the continuity where Bruce Wayne's like 7.
Exactly.
And like, I hope not. Because to me, the beautiful thing about the Todd Phillips Joker is that it's inherently meant to be a commentary on the archetypal characters. It's not meant to be a Joker. It's meant to be a commentary on what that is.
Yeah,
so like the way that lands is negating that whole thing. So I'm thinking what they're going to do with the Harley Quinn movie is like, the musical elements are going to be in his head and Psychosis. And I don't even know if they're going to have an actual love story, if it's going to be him in, psychiatric wing imagining their love story. Like, it might not follow comics, and that might be a more special thing than having.
They will, yeah.
Whereas, the Batman is not beholden to comic books, but it's at least on a comic path.
100%. I agree with that, and I would want that more than the other one, just because I feel like I don't have any ill will toward Matt Reeves. I don't think he doesn't know comics, but I just think if you're going to go in this direction, we've seen the Batman origin so many damn times, and we've seen every kind of version of Batman just recycled, even from the comics to like media. Just do your own thing. Do a different
And he
one.
did so, I think, so well. I personally love the Batman because there were 0 pearls.
Yes.
And I like that about it. I'd like to carry forward without Marthas or pearls. And like where we left off with the Batman, so interesting. You can do a Mr. Freeze, you can do a Year Zero, you can do the Flooded World, you can do Penguin Show, which apparently is still going on. That was part of this too.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell's Penguin's part of this whole situation. So you can do a crime saga, and then you can introduce all of these characters through an Arkham type of situation, and then grow out your Gotham, but keep it separate.
I feel that.
I like it.
Let's, I want to answer before we get too close to the end. I want to answer some of the questions that have already been brought up in the chat. But also, you guys, let us know if you think, because our last question here was, do we think that Matt Reeves will be working on different DC properties? Do you think this will just give, like, open the door for him to just do what they wanted James Gunn to do, basically? They wanted him to be the Kevin Feige of the DC. Do you think now they're just going to let him do whatever he wants? He's like, I want to do a Suicide Squad.
Matt Reeves' Plastic Man.
Oh my God. If they just did like Matt Reeves gets to do a new season of Doom Patrol, I'd be like,
But how much fun would it be to do like the Daniels get Plastic Man? Like, I want separate corner,
audible gas.
I want a separate corner universe where you don't have the directors beholden to continuity.
That's true. That's true. I feel like, and I think you can just go off at this point. See what sticks, Warner Brothers, because you're just getting rid of everything I love. Okay, so what do we got here? Boop, boop, boop. Chat picks. DC character they would like to see Matt Reeves take on. The Green Lantern. I would love anyone to do the Green Lantern again.
Space Cops.
I want him to. You don't want it, period?
Oh, I want it. I just want it
was
to be
like,
done
I
right
want
because
it-
they've not made a Space Cop.
I was like, I want them to do it.
There was also a poll done on the which one.
What DC superhero would you like to see Matt Reeves take on? Okay. So these are the others.
Yeah.
Luke Simmons, Constantine would be cool, but I think you should introduce other characters that are more notable first. Does no one know Constantine?
I mean, I guess it's kind of to our world known, but I don't know if he's, like people that don't read comics. He's fairly niche.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. What's the vibe? Said Teen Titans. Could you imagine a dark Teen Titans?
Robin.
Oh my God, I want Teen Titans when Robin is like the villain. They did an episode like that in the original Teen Titans run where he was so obsessed with the villain that he kept seeing him everywhere, and everyone was like, dude, he's not here. And they had to like hold him down and fight him, and they realized Robin has just gone off the deep end, is going mad. I would love Matt Reeves to do it. Martian Manhunter. Didn't we get wait, no, we were gonna get Martian Manhunter.
Didn't he? He's in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
He's in the Snyder Cut at like the end. He goes to does he go to like Bruce Wayne's like little like cottage thing?
Yeah, there's a little powwow.
He like floats down.
Yeah, they have a little barbecue.
There you go, so fun. We're getting a Red Hood. We're getting a Red Hood.
I think so. I think that what we'll get with Red Hood is comic book accurate. And I do want to say, like, what I was saying about the MCU is a benefit to the MCU, but not to the DCU if you're starting over. I like the Easter egg thing works if you start from scratch now, but I think if we start looking for things like the Snyder Cut, like the Martian Manhunter, that's where it gets to be a problem. So like Red Hood's going to be exciting because they're probably going to tie it to Kingpin. They're probably going to tie it to things we've been invested in because the MCU has a 15-year like investment. So give us those Easter eggs. But I think starting DC expecting those isn't healthy.
Perfect. Does anyone? I'm just looking at the chat now, and someone said, "Does anyone like the Titans series?" And I think not to boo. I think I might be the only person. So if you do in the chat, please hit me up
Like
because
the
I don't.
animated thing? Teen Titans?
No, the series, the live action.
I like Teen Titans.
I love Teen Titans. I love both versions of the Teen Titans and the movie. The movie was phenomenal. What else we have? Frey Girl, my fave, Hot D, which is also the dragon character. It's a tie between Corliss. Oh, is that and Damien? Why Corliss, Frey Girl? Koi, Komodo dragons are one of my two favorite animals. Komodo
Komodo crew.
Komodo dragon is my favorite
Stand up,
animal.
They're so
Komodo
cool.
crew.
I love that their bacteria was so disgusting in their mouth that we thought it was acid and poisonous, but it's just because it's so dirty
just
that
gross.
it can just burn through people.
You know they have a kind of third eye on the top of their head. They can see shadows.
I love them.
They're so cool. Yeah, it's not like a full eye, but they can see. They
I
can
can
detect.
see shadows too.
But it's like
Oh,
this, but on the
God.
top of your head.
What about now? Bah!
I can see shadows.
You see this? Bah! This is a weird episode of Koi's Comic Corner. Every time Koi's on is a weird episode. Period, guys. Period.
I'm
Last
doing
time we
what
were
I
talking
can.
about butts. You guys, we didn't really make it to the 300, so Koi will not be reading
Sorry,
Jessica R.
guys.
Martin's fan fiction. Maybe I can make him do it on a TikTok.
Just Venmo me and I'll take some snapshots of it, all right? Hit my Venmo.
The
and
weirdest
I'll-
cameo
and I'll-
ever.
I'll
Just
leak-
send someone it.
I'll leak Jessica's fanfic. And don't forget, we're still doing our clip of the week, so make sure you submit your favorite BR clips in our Discord. Do exclamation point clips for more info. Reminder, leave us those voicemails, huh? We might be doing some voicemails here. If they're good enough, if you leave me a voicemail breathing heavy again, I'm going to leave it in my personal collection, but I'm not going to read it on the air or play it on the air. So what do you say, guys? Time to get out of here?
Let's do it, gang.
Let's get that lemur bone
Oh my
or
God.
whatever you said.
To the crack!
To the crack!